God for the haters.
You haven't seen any. Okay, well,
I mean, I saw the obvious, not the meme, but the obvious, you know, the picture with the quote on it.
Yeah,
but that's all I've seen.
Yeah. So let me just say this in regard to the NFL. They have a contract with Nike.
Yeah.
This is about what 9 years left on the contract.
Yeah, that way.
That you know they're supplying the NFL's jerseys.
Yeah.
So this is kind of like a NFL, like, you know, screw you, like take this L right now that we're giving you.
But they could put it back.
Is it worth it? Is it worth putting it back?
Is it worth putting it back? It depends on how racist the NFL is.
So you don't think money is a factor here?
Do you? The better question is, do you think they could get it for cheaper if they pulled out of the contract?
Well, I guess who's paying who? NFL pays Nike, right? Is that how it works?
That's what I would think.
That's how it works. Okay,
that's what I would think. I mean, I could be wrong, but that's what I would think.
Okay. Well, I guess from a money standpoint, they could shop around.
Sure. I mean, Reebok get it for 500,000 cheaper.
Right.
You know, $1 million cheaper.
Well, then you gonna buy out Nike's contract. Well, and that buyout cost is going to be.
It depends on what's in the contract. I mean, I would think Nike's smart enough to say early termination, right? You know, going to cost you a penny. But
that's true.
I mean, I don't know, man. Depends on how racist they are. My only I don't want to say issue. My concern is that so now Nike made this stance,
right?
And you know, you see, I skimmed through a story before we got on. You know, basically talking about how, you know, obviously people want to white people want to oppressive white people, and I'm trying to make sure I'm clear about this: oppressive white people and people who not with this cause. They talking about, you know, boycotting Nike, and
I've seen examples already.
And
they've cut up their Nike products.
They're burning shoes, and they've taken stock hits. I understand.
They're cutting the check logo off of the pants. I'm like, dude, you're still gonna wear them.
So all of that,
off.
Well, I don't know, but all that to say is that when the shit hits the fan, if it hits the fan, Nike is Nike gonna keep that same energy as far as, you know, their stance, or, you know, I don't know how long this campaign is going to last.
Right,
or, you know,
right. But and apparently this was kind of already in the works for
I'm sure it was a
year or so, or something like that.
I'm sure it was. You don't just wake up and
say,
of course. Really, for any campaign, but you certainly don't just wake up and say, let me bring Colin Kaepernick, especially what's been going on for the past 2 or 3 years. So, I mean, so, I mean, obviously this was something that was planned. And they decided to still rock with it in lieu of what was going on. They were just trying to find a proper way to present it. So, I'm with it, man. I just want to be clear that I hope Nike, because they may take a hit, and it seems like they're already taking a hit.
The stocks was down today.
It seems like they're taking a hit. But I just want them to keep that same energy,
right?
And
hold on to them. Hold on to them. You know, I got a little more to say on this issue with Nike, and you know, it kind of pertains to the title of the show. Look, if you guys that's cutting up your socks, your shorts, you're burning your Jordans, your Air Max 95s, look, if you got a heart for veterans who are homeless, that's out there, and let's be real about this. The veterans that you guys claim are being disrespected by Colin Kaepernick, some of these, if not most of these veterans that come home, they homeless, they on the street. So if you're not gonna give them your Nike stuff, pass that stuff over here, man, to the Barbershop Sports Talk podcast. Because listen, I ain't never owned a pair of Jordans a day in my life. So if this is my avenue to get my first pair of Jordans, because somebody
don't cut them up, don't burn them, give them to
Trey.
Trey.
Don't burn them, give them to Trey Frazier right over here at the podcast.
I wear 10.5, man.
I wear a size 12.
Yeah, 10.5 to 11, depending on the cut of the shoe, man. 10.5 to 11, depending on the cut of the shoe.
Thank God for the haters. Thank God for the haters, though. I thank God for the haters.